Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Diablo 3. My name is Wilfred, and in today's video I'd like to give an update on where I am on Season 14 so far. I'm playing the Firebird Wizard together with my wife as well. So part 1 of the video just to talk about my progress, the gears I've got so far, and then part 2 I'll just play with my wife. Maybe if I have some friends online, I'll just group up and do some Greater Rift. But you know, Wizard is very fragile, so you know, you may see a lot of death and so on, but I'll do my best to stay alive. Alright, now season journey, you started from chapter 1 all the way to Guardian, which is the last bit, and I'm now at the last one. So I've done the chapter 4, then Slayer, Champion, Destroyer, Conqueror, then Guardian is the very last stage of the season 14. Very happy about it because I think majority of the progress, my wife and I actually did it ourselves. Wizard Firebird is not easy because of the amount of time that you have to die playing the Rift, and you just lose a lot of opportunity in general to you know, to get gems upgrade or whatever. So but it is what it is. You know, the one that I'm lacking a bit is just a few more. One more conquest, I don't think is a big issue. Then, you know, extraction of power, I don't think it's a big deal. Then you have other things like trying to do the Torment 13 within 4 minutes. So it's just a little bit of like map farming, and I'll get there. Now the conquest wise, I've got the couple of things done. One is the Avarice, which is attaining 50 million gold street outside of the vault and the inner sanctum. That one was actually, it's actually rather easy. There are 2 ways to do it. Either do it the Germ of the Heart Hoarder, and just run some of the map that has a lot of, like, you know, small little mobs and chain them. With certain gear you get a lot of gold streak. So that's one way. I did it in one season, I think the Necromancer season, or I can't remember which one it was. I did it for one season. I realized that while it was fun to get a gem up to 50, and I can't go beyond 50 because that gem only can go up to 50. It's a little bit of wasted opportunity. So I've done bounties instead. So Torment 13 bounty, you just need 42 of them. So we get 9 rounds of it. The good thing about doing that is that you have to do bounty anyway if you want to do a little bit of end game. The material that you've got, the gem and everything else is sufficient for you to like roll some of your gear into ancient. So that is what we've done so far, and you know, just make sure that you unequip your pets first before opening all the chest item, bounty chests at the stash while not moving. So after you open all 45 of them, then you just move and you get the achievement one shot. And it was rather fun because you have a lot of, like, you know, gear, material, bloodshot to change. Unfortunately for me, I think I just bad luck with Wizard or Season 14 in general. I spent all my bloodshot and more, even more, trying to farm the Firebird chest ancient item, but just can't get it for whatever reason. Greater Rift solo, 75 solo, it was rather good achievement, to be honest. Because you know, Firebird is not easy, and I'm not really that high of Paragon level, 600 odd when I did that. So you know, I did it really nicely with a lot of time left. The only problem is that I think towards the very end, it was one of the very hard boss that, like, you know, like would shoot all the bullet in front, and I got shot, and you know, like, you know, I lost one chance to roll the gem. So one death there, but other than that, it was rather flawless. I mean, I was quite proud of myself being able to do it. 75, and my wife able to attain to 70 so far. So I don't think 75 would be a problem for my wife. So the next bit I'm aiming for is either the Speed Demon, which is the Torment 10, that's why I'm on Torment 10. Within 2 minutes, I hope that's doable. Or I just level 3 gems to 65, which is possibly the easier option for me. So that is, you know, I can do this one or that one. Either way, I'm fine. I think I'll get there. All right. So there's I don't think I'll use a lot of class sets to do it. So yeah. So you know, you could actually have full bonus of 6 of the following. So you know, I could use the Firebird, the Tarasha, Veer, as well as I think there's one more, the DMO as well. There's 4. Then you can get 2 more from another toon. So if you level another character in season, you can do it that too. But I don't think I'm that hardcore. Okay, so now the next bit is really talking about the gear I've got, because like I said before, majority of the time I play it either solo because my wife is watching World Cup, or I play myself with my wife. So gear wise, it's not fantastic. I know some of you may be laughing at me because I think a lot of you are having very, very good progress in season. I just don't have the time to do it because I've got a lot of work to do as well. So fortunately, Death Wish let ancient item drop for me, which is pretty decent. The rolls are pretty nice as well. Looking at the roll, actually the rolls are pretty nice. I wish that instead of Vitality I got life on hit, but that would have been perfect. But second time I've seen a Death Wish and it was an ancient, so very happy about it. The offhand item, it took me it didn't take me long to re-roll. I think I re-roll it about 2 times, 3 times. I got an ancient, so I'm really happy about it as well. So I think the gear is pretty alright. I probably I put it, I augmented it with the level rank 70 dam, so you can see that plus 350 intelligence on it. Even the orange text, the range are pretty nice as well. I've got that, and after that I've got the boots, which is ancient. The third stat, had it been armor, it would have been a little bit more desirable, but I don't think I'll complain too much on this pair of boots for now. The leg item is, it's rather nice. The rolls are decent, could have been a little bit better, but it is as good as you get in the season, because I don't play that much either. So these are the 2 ancient. I've got the the shoulder item, which is also an ancient. I think it's pretty decent. It rolls a little bit low, but it is what it is. I am not having the ancient for the head item, which the stats are, crit hit is max. Then I got I roll it to meteor damage. I can up it to 15% if I want. Had it been an ancient, then of course the intelligence would have been a little bit higher than this one. So yeah, there are ways to change this one. The chest item has been a one that I've been trying very, 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 very hard to get an ancient. It just won't do it. It just won't do it. And then these are the couple of set item I've got. The belt is something that I don't have an ancient yet, but I don't think the roll is that horrible either, so I just leave it right now. I'm using Nemesis, but I'm actually using another one that is if I'm soloing for low speed farming, I use Nemesis to speed up the whole process of Rift. But I have another one, that ancient something, I can't remember, which is the every stun target would reduce the damage 9% per target, I think. So that is one. Traveler's Pledge, I didn't have any ancient, but looking at the 2 stat that's most important, which is crit hit damage and crit hit chance, I don't think I would complain too much, because I could have an ancient, but having an ancient to have a crit hit damage and crit hit chance is actually rather hard, because and having the range that is pretty decent as well is also rather hard. So the only thing lacking is the intelligence, but I'm really not complaining about this guy here too much. Next one is the compass rolls as well. This one could have been improved, so I think I may want to just use the bounty material just to roll some of these things and to make the hope for a better kind of items. So this is definitely an area for improvement. Now I haven't really gone to the glove yet. Glove wise, like I said, it is just as good as you could get in a season, I think, as well, because getting a pair of glove that has both crit hit at near max and crit hit chance to max, both are near max, is actually rather decent. Could you do a better in intelligence? Yeah, you could, but I'm fine with that. The only problem with non-ancient, I think, is that you cannot augment it anymore to add another dam to it. So I'm not that high end, so I'll leave it with this first, and I'll augment the rest of the ancient first if I have that many gems to augment during the season. And then if I run out of slots to augment, then I probably say, yeah, maybe I should just upgrade it in ancient and see what happens. I don't know. That would be another gamble. Last bit is the conversion of element. This is again, it's pretty decent as well, because you have crit chance, critical damage, both are near max. And the intelligence is quite high as well, so really no complaint. The gem wise, Bane of the Powerful has to be removed. It helps when I'm doing like leveling or low level rifting, but I have intended to change it to the Diablo Stricken or something like that, which is the increase the damage dealt to the target as you keep hitting it. Also, like I think 30% against the Guardians and the bosses in general. So I'll change that. I'm using the Bane of the Trap as well. Like I think a lot of builds use that too, because there's a lot of like slow or control impairing effects if you play high level Rift. And lastly is the Taoguk, which is because I do channeling. So that's about it. In terms of the Kanai Cube, last bit. In terms of Kanai Cube, is I've got this Grand Vizier, which is the increase the arcane power of the the meteor damage, reducing its cost. I've got ring. This ring is kind of interesting because I'm using ice armor, so it further mitigate the melee damage, and also it helped me to freeze target as I'm getting melee damage. And if I can position myself near the range while I'm getting hit by the melee, that would be ideal, so I can freeze everything else. My wife is using the Halo of Karini, which I think is a much better option for Firebird Wizard, because it's just how fragile a wizard is. And I look at a lot of top builds out there in the leaderboard. Sorry, a lot of them actually use the storm, armor of the storm armor, whatever it is, and together with Halo of Karini, to do the high rift. So I think this one could be a better option, but just a little bit different between me and my wife, so that I can do some crowd control. My wife can stay a little bit further to do DPS, so it just worked out like that for me. But this one is not too bad as well. I mean, I'm using Aquila Cuirass, like I mentioned in the last video. It is really not the most ideal situation, because I think the better way is to use the boot, which is the boost. I think it's called the Niffer boost. Boost, sorry. So that would be a much better choice when it comes to things in general. But I find that it's really hard to stay alive, especially in the harder content. Even when I run the T13 bounty, if I don't use this guy, I have to be really careful not to be one shot by things around me. Does it really matter? I mean, you can always resurrect, but I don't feel good if I keep getting defeated. So this would be a much better choice. I don't really see a lot of opportunity to do that, because by not having the Aquila Cuirass, just not cut it. I mean, it's just too fragile for me. So that is really all. The next bit is on the Rift. I will play with my wife and see who's online as well. I think my last bit of thing to say about the Wizard is that although I started off this journey rather excited, very happy, and then I hit a little bit of low point because I struggled quite a fair bit. I'm not that noob, but nor I'm that seasoned. I've played the Necromancer, first time season 11, my first attempt. I think it went up to about 75, 80, so I was quite happy with the Rift. Then I went to Crusader. Crusader is a little bit fragile. We didn't do condemned build, and I realized that by not doing condemned build is actually pretty condemned. You can't really do quite a lot of high Rift. But I think I went up to about 80 odd. Then we had the Demon Hunter last season. We went up all the way to get the Rift 88, and I think we could have done that 90, but we just kind of lost interest. I don't know why, looking back. But I think Wizard, I end up playing quite a fair bit, mainly because the struggle is real. I realized that maybe in a video game, if you put in the effort and you see the progress, it's kind of more fun that way, maybe from a game design perspective, because I think you know, Wizard for me, I suffer a lot, you know, trying to make her playable, and as she become a little bit more playable, it seems a little bit more rewarded. Now, had I put the same amount of time to another class, like maybe a Condemned Crusader, or Inarius, or Rathma Necromancer, or Demon Hunter, just pick any build, I think the payoff would have been a lot more. But maybe, you know, I'm still, you know, thinking about it, is that maybe it's not always about the end goal, which is like, you know, get a Rift 90, 100 or whatnot. It's really about the journey of progressing, and you know, you may hit the plateau somewhere, you couldn't go through a certain thing, and you change some of the build, and then you go a little bit further. Like for me, the turning point for me is not about gear, because people always say, oh, is your gear sucks or whatnot. No, it's not really about my gear, because when I managed to change one of the you know, chest item to Aquila Cuirass, I found that I can survive a lot more, and when I can survive, I can finish the content. May not be that fast, but at least I finish it, you know, rather with my head held high. So it's something like that keep me playing this Wizard. So I don't know, I'm still playing it actually, so I want to see how far I can get with this character before I say, well, you know, forget it, next season, please. All right, next bit is really about the just rifting with my wife. So, with the Rift 70 with me and my wife, here we go. I'll go a little bit in front and we'll see how it goes. So this map is, there's some range here. Maybe just speed through it if you can. Don't get charged. Don't get charged. Let's go. Don't get charged. And there's just a lot of things that can charge you here. Okay, a whole bunch, you can just kill them all. So, yep, that's how you do it. Yeah. There's still no elite, it's very strange. Okay, let's go. Okay, the end. Well, it's relatively not too many range, so this map is rather okay for for my wizard. So there is a elite here. So there's a ice, careful. Okay, done. Okay, there's a stun, again the whole buff of powerful, Bane of the Powerful, because I mean that you have to kill off everything, then you have that shrine here, power shrine, so I'm more powerful. If I manage to freeze a bunch of them, oh, I don't know why I couldn't do it. Oh wow, I managed to I managed to get out from there. Don't stand there, don't stand there. No, don't stand there. Yeah, I'm trying to tell my wife, I don't know why she couldn't see the explosion. Yes, explosion. So her Firebird is on, is it? Okay, reflect damage. Again, let's be careful a bit. Whoa. Okay, I thought something bad happens. Okay, let's just go. Leave. No, up. Oh no. Okay, it's a shrine. Okay, let's look at a shrine maybe. Health glove. Oh right, man, this is like I'm going to destroy you all. It's a very nice shrine. Let's go. Just keep moving so you get a damage reduction.
Still waiting.
Well, this map is very, very nice for Firebird. So sometimes you get a very bad map and sometimes you get a better map. But I don't want to jinx it and say too many good things about this map yet. We will see. Yeah, I knew it's going to be a dead end. Okay, let's go. Yeah, the one thing good about the Firebird is that once you dodge the enemy, you just like Are we done? All right, let's go.
Still waiting.
Okay, so that's dead then. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I mean, you know, just let the fire damage over time does its job. Don't get charged by the bull. Yeah, just trying to let my wife know as well. Try to click onto the, you know, the elite so that, you know, there's a chance to get the buff, the Firebird buff, the 20 stat of good stuff. So that's what I usually do. So I try to kill the elite last actually. It's a bit of different kind of strategy here, because when you're hitting the elite, and let's go, when you're hitting the elite, you tend to get the 20 stat of Firebird, which give you the 60% damage reduction as well as a very high kind of damage buff. Don't get charged by the bull, and the so I mean, if you observe all these things, you know, all this melee target is not too bad. The hard one is to face the range target or those poison one, and those are really, really horrible. Now, okay, so these are the bullets, and you just have to keep moving and dodging it. There's nothing much you can do. Just play a bit of like roguelike. Oh my goodness, this is hard. So yeah, let's go, let's go. Don't get hit by all these things. And okay, my wife is stuck behind, I think, trying to look at where her. I think this is quite hard. Don't get stand there. Okay, teleport. When the teleport cooldown is up towards, you won't be able to kill them all. It's impossible. It's just one of those things. You have to. So I'm like, you know, abusing my 20% or 60% damage reduction to do that. But only the boss's hound though, the rest of it don't count. So let's go. This is the channel, is it? Or speed? So there's no point doing all this trash mob anyway. Try not to hit by the bullet is probably the good thing to do. Okay, now I have to position myself. Just make sure I dot this right, get the 10 step of the... Okay, this is the eyes, a bullet. Stay away, stay alive. Okay, poison. So use the buff to advantage. Okay, there's another one coming. Whoa, there's a lot of nonsense here. Just stay focused. Whoa, this is horrible. We have to get rid of the yellow one. Yep, okay.
Need more time.
Alright, done. Okay, so as you can see, you know, some maps are kind, some maps are not. Just make sure you dodge a bullet and you'll be... okay, shield. I'll go and get a shield. Yay! So that's fine. Woohoo! So that's done, is it? Not? Okay, one more. Done. So this is rather doable, I think. Yeah, this is one of the hardest boss, I think, because of the bullet and all. But you see, you're kind of lacking on DPS when it comes to the boss because of the dam, it wasn't right, and so on and so forth. But as you can see, it's a lot of fun factor. Wizard could be fun, Wizard. And I don't think there was too many scary moments. And of course, the map helps. It wasn't one of those narrow corridor with a lot of projectile, but you know, it is kind of doable as well. I think the conquest is to do 65, is it? Is that right? 75. 75, yeah. 65 or no? 65 is gem. So I could just spend my 4 chances to upgrade this gem. This gem is the one that I really would like to take it to 65 and beyond. This one I'll use it for augmentation later on. Once I you know, get a little bit better. So why don't I just do it first? I mean, it doesn't really matter. And the I've got a gift as well.
I am returning to town.
So, yep, and that is it. Timing wasn't that bad. 7 minutes. I think it's like 7 minutes is the farm status kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's there about 7 minutes. You did no death for you as well, right?
No.
Yep. So both of us, 2 Firebirds, has stayed alive in Greater Rift 70. Normally we do 75 actually, just for the fun of it. But I think today, because we are making a video, first time we are doing a higher rift, because the last time we did it was, what, I think 40 odd, I think. But just to show you some progress, do I have that ring that I've been farming for ages? The answer is no. Do I have any gear that I could upgrade myself with? The answer is also no. So, well, back to farming, and I guess this is what the ARPG is about. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy your season 14 as well. Whatever content you want me to make, just drop me at the comments box below. Alright, have a nice day. Bye.